guys, this is Stu Fleischman for Electronic Nightlife. We're here at Soundgarden Philadelphia with Ali and Philo. Fadi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Stu.
Welcome to Philadelphia. Now, you've had a pretty crazy week. Let's put that. You started out, you were in Kuala Lumpur and Mumbai and Miami and all that. I mean, what is that like for you? Does it ever hit your mind how much like craziness, all the traveling and whatnot? Is it like...
When I always check like my mileage account,
right?
I go crazy.
And maybe your watch to see what time, what time it is where you
exactly.
are.
Sometimes actually, like I wake up in a hotel room, and honestly, I'm not joking. I'm not saying bullshit.
You know where you
Sometimes I wake up in a hotel and I'm like, where am I? Which city?
What meal should I be eating now? Maybe.
Which city am I?
Like that.
It happens.
Now I was watching some of the feed from Kuala Lumpur. And that just looked like a massive party, and everybody I was talking with online was just like, "Wow, I've never seen anything like it." What was the crowd like there?
It was totally over our expectation because it was like more than 30,000 people, and they were gathering from all over Asia, Australia, from the Middle East. Like I saw like Egyptian flags and stuff like that. So there were people like from everywhere, and actually they were partying so hard. It was a big crowd. That all the big crowd is partying hard, not like only the people in front of the stage. It was all of it going crazy, man.
That energy must be great. You must feed off that and kind of like work with that, with all the tracks.
I was like, wow, that was good.
You've been involved with the ASOT party since like 300, so it's been like over 5 years or so. What have you seen in terms of the evolution of the ASOT parties over that period of time?
Well, actually, Still Stands 300 was a free party in Holland. Then the 350 was another party it was in Belgium. And then 400 they started to make it bigger, like more cities.
Right.
And then from the 450, 500 it went crazy.
Yeah.
But now this year, like from what I see, like the feedback from everyone, like pictures from like Sao Paulo, Mexico, everywhere is like huge, so big. And I think the brand now reached like the top they can reach now. Like it's very big now. Silk Trance is a very big brand now.
I mean, it's selling out like Madison Square Garden in seconds, in like minutes.
That's crazy,
and whatnot. Now you've got a pretty big event coming up yourself over the summer with the Future Sound of Egypt 300. Tell me a little bit about that. How you went selecting the artists for that party, and if there was a specific sound you're going for with that, or how that was coming together.
Well, actually, it's like we did the first celebration we did. It was the 200 episode. We did it in Sharm el Sheikh, and the 250 we did in Sharm el Sheikh also. So we thought like even like when I was speaking with Armin, like he was telling me, make it bigger, go for more cities worldwide.
Right.
And like I like this idea because I think a lot of people were already campaigning and asking to have FSE 300 in their country.
Right.
Like the same, like it's like like when people started doing it for State of Trance, and then people were like, okay, let's do it for FSE also. So it's
a brand.
So we're getting the benefit from State of Trance actually.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. I know you've got the big party in Holland for that. What are the others?
So far we announced Amsterdam in Holland and Prague in Czech Republic.
Okay.
So actually, like about the lineup, we always like to do book the DJs. First of all, the nice DJs, nice people.
Right.
There is no ego and all this shit.
Right, sure.
It's all about the nice people, plus the people that will believe in their music. Like we really like their music, and also the people who needs a chance to show their talent. They didn't have the chance to get booked in all the parties all over the world. They need the chance to get the attention. So I think this also a must. We have to make a balance between known people, like really established artists, and upcoming new talents.
I think that's really cool.
Maybe if this was what happened with us, like Armin, he showed us to the world.
Give someone a chance, and then they
give us the chance. So we also want to give back this to someone else.
Sure. Okay. Now, getting into some of your tracks, a few months ago, I was sitting in the same spot talking with John O'Callaghan, and one of my favorite collaborations lately was your work with him on Vaporize.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about that collaboration, and also maybe a little bit about how technology now allows you to work, as you're traveling the world, in terms of...
It's actually so easy now. Like you can work easily. We made we wrote the idea, the melody and the break. And we sent it to John Callahan. He checked it. He was like, love it. Let me work on it. He worked on it, give it back to us. We add the sounds to it, and then give it back to John. He adds to it, give it back to us, and so on. And it's very easy actually.
Right.
With the fast internet, it's easy.
Yeah.
You just export the files.
You know, I mean, I constantly see on Twitter, someone like, I just sent you this track, and someone like, you know,
It's
you got
very easy.
back
It's
and forth.
It's
you know.
actually really easy, and with a fast internet, you can do a lot of stuff.
You know, it seems like that also means a lot more production, a lot more releases. You know, because
Yeah.
it's not like you're waiting to go back somewhere to meet somebody during the software.
Yeah,
so
you don't
tracks
have, you
come
don't have
out,
to sit
they're
actually with him in the
produced.
studio to do it.
Right.
You don't
Much
need that
more
anymore.
quickly. Now, another track that I just heard more recently was Speed of Sound.
Yeah.
With Trisha McTeague.
Yeah.
How? Tell me a little bit about working with her. How you originally were introduced to her sound? 'Cause I think she has a great voice.
She's amazing, yeah.
A good sound. How were
Really
you
good.
first introduced to her?
Well, we've been working with her songwriter. He's called Stefan Massa. He's from London. He worked with us in Rising Sun. This was the first time we worked with him. We worked on the tracks with Sue McLaren. All the stuff with Sue McLaren we did was through him. So he's a really good songwriter. So we worked with him for a lot of other tracks also on the new album coming up. And one of the tracks was Speed of Sound. Actually, we did it 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
If I have to be honest, it's 2
You've
years
been
ago.
holding that one back for a little
Yeah,
while.
we've been holding it back for a while.
Okay.
Until we finished that. It was the very first track we worked on for the album. So it was a great experience to work with Tricia,
Right.
because we loved her voice, and we said let's do it. We need a new vocal, someone new in the scene, you know.
Right.
And she's new to this scene actually, and she's loving it, and the track is doing really well actually. It's only so far on the State of Trance CD, and we've been getting a lot of great feedbacks because especially it's a bit different sound from the normal Aria and Fila sound.
Right.
So at least people now can see that we are able to do other styles. Not that we can only do that uplifting sound. We can do also the deeper sound, the proggy sound.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Sounds good. Now let me ask this. We were talking earlier with Sid about the different sounds of EDM and how it progresses, and also about how some people talk about, whether trance is dead or things like that, and kind of the silliness behind that. Now, if someone says, who should, putting that aside, if someone came to you and said, I'm looking for some new trance artists to start listening to, some new upcoming producers, who would you direct them to? As your fans who are
I will direct them first to the established ones that has a proper radio show, weekly show, or something like that, like John O'Callaghan, Seed, Solarstone, Giuseppe, FSOE, listen to this stuff. And of course State of Trance, because State of Trance is still playing trance.
Right.
So all these shows are, to be honest, more than enough for anyone who's new to trance to get an overall idea. And then after he gets the overall idea of what's been happening in trance and stuff like that, he will begin to explore also the new artists.
Sure.
Because when he listens to FSOE, he will listen to new tracks we mostly play all the new talents. Every week you find a lot of new names that everyone.
And you looked up those guys after the show and be like, oh, he released all these other tracks. Let me get into it.
Exactly. It's like that. I think that's the best direction.
Okay.
Listen to all the big shows first, and then direct yourself which ones you want to listen more, or maybe you will know a new radio show from a new talent and so on.
Okay, cool. Last question for you. If there were, in your career, you've performed all over the world, are there any places that you haven't been that you'd like to go?
Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You have any plans, at this point?
I hope soon, because I would love to go to Tokyo to visit it at least.
Right.
Not the DJ even. I wanna see Tokyo. It's the only place that I really am eager to go to check, because a lot of people told me it's beautiful and it's crazy how high tech it reached.
Cool. Great. Well, Fadi, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Again, this is Stu Fleshman at Soundgarden Hall with Ali and Fila. Take care, guys.
Cheers.